So I want to leave it on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, planning on getting this done and that done and all this stuff done and you can do it. Nothing. I know he called, he did call me, he called this morning, about 8:30 before he called. Said, you know, whenever you're helping him. He was getting ready to wake there and he just slept in because there wasn't anything.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tinney Chapel Praise and Gospel Night, also known as Tinney Chapel Music Night, because we do both sacred songs and secular songs. We do this every third Saturday evening of every month. So tell your friends, your family, come back. It's always free. And our pastor is on the road. He would normally start us off with a prayer, but we'll just say, God bless everyone, as Tiny Tim said in a Christmas carol, and we'll get going. I'm Joe Dan Boyd, and accompanying me today is Dr. Davis, the master of the washtub bass, and we're going to do 2 or 3 songs for you, and we hope that you enjoy them. I'm going to be playing 3 different types of ukuleles. This first one is a standard Martin soprano ukulele, bought new in 1972, and it's served me well over the years. First song I'm going to do is an old Tex Ritter tune, one that I really love. Like, Tex Ritter was my favorite singer when I was a teenager, and he used to sing a song called Green Grow the Lilacs, and he said the song was what caused the Mexicans to create the name gringo for Anglo people like us. And it was a corruption of the phrase green grow, which folklore says became gringo. I don't know if that's true or not, but a lot of people think it is. Tex Ritter thought it was, because when he did his album, the Tex Ritter, An American Legend, he had a spoken introduction in which he said that was the case. So we'll do it for you today. And if you know it while in the chorus or something, we'll sing along with us. Doc, we're going to do this in the key of C. Sweetheart, but now I've got none. Since she's gone and left me, I care not for one. Since she's gone and left me, contented I'll be. For she loved another one better than me. Green grow the lilacs all sparkling with dew. I'm lonely, my darling, since parting with you. And by the next meeting I hope to prove true and change the green lilacs to red, white, and blue. She gave me, it made my heart ache. The look that she gave me was harmful to see, for she loved another one better than me. Green grow the lilacs, all sparkling with dew. Lonely, my darling, since parting with you. And by the next meeting I hope to prove true and change the green lilacs to the red, white, and blue. love letter in red rosy lines. She sent me an answer twisted and twined. She said, write your love letters and I will write mine. Write to your sweetheart and I write to mine. Green grow the lilacs all sparkling with dew. I'm lonely, my darling, since parting with you. And by the next meeting I hope it'll prove true. Change the green lilacs to the red, white, and blue. There's another song that an old country favorite that I liked a lot growing up. The Louvin brothers used to sing it, best of anybody, I think. A lot of people sang the song, but Brother Oswald, Roy Acuff's partner, used to sing this song too. But I thought the Louvin brothers did it best. It's an old Southern tune. In fact, the name of the song is Southern Moon. I believe we're going to do this one, Doc, in the key of D. G? D. D is in Doc.
Don't go any higher, young man. Okay, we'll go like go far when I'm ready.
All right.
Okay, I'm good. There's not D sharps.
Lonesome and sad, long for the Southland, best times I have had. When I see that Southern, I want to croon along the tune. I want to meet my sweetheart there in the lane, hear those fellas lonely refrain of Southern moon. Shine down again.
Woo! Where's them strings at, baby? Woo!
Throw some water on that thing.
Hi, everybody.
Steamboat moving down the river, stop and wait for me. I will help you load your cargo, you will ride me free. When I see that Southern moon, I wanna cruise along the tune. I wanna meet my sweetheart there in the lane, hear those fellas lonely refrain of Southern moon, shining down again. And there I was happy, nothing worried me, and the Southern moon was shining down on me. When I see that Southern moon, I wanna cruise along the tune. I wanna meet my sweetheart there in the lane, hear those fellas lonely refrain of Southern moon, shine down again.
Morey. Go damn the man.
This last song is a sacred song. And among the country artists who sang it, by far the best version was by Eddie Arnold. You may have sung it in some of your places of worship. You probably heard Eddie Arnold and a lot of other people do this song. This is going to be the Joe, Dan, and Doc version tonight. This is called, oh, there's a picture in our Sunday school room in this building down the hall of Jesus standing at a door. There's no doorknob on the door. You've seen this picture, this painting. No doorknob on the door, and Jesus is knocking on the door. It can only be opened from the inside. And that's what inspired this song, that painting. You remember how it goes, Doc?
I'm good, I'm good.
Okay, we're going to do this one in A. George Jordan's favorite key. All right. Doc, I want you to sing along with me on this, as well as anybody in the crowd that knows it. Who at my door is standing, patiently drawing near, entrance within demanding, whose is the voice I hear? Sweetly the tones are falling, open the door for me. If thou will heed my calling, I will abide with thee. Lonely without, I'm staying. Lonely within, am I? If I keep on delaying, will he not pass me by? Sweetly the tones are falling, open the door for me. And if thou will heed my calling, Thank you, Dr. Davis, master of the Washka bass. And as it happens, the next performer for you tonight is the one and only Peckerwood Junction raconteur, vocalist, poet, and otherwise talented Doc Davis.
I just leave it going. She said my daddy used to sing that one as well as my mama used to sing Daddy's Hands. Would you please sing that Sunday? And then I found out she's going to sing with me, and her niece is going to sing with me, so that's going to be interesting tomorrow. So this is the way it's going to sound tonight. I remember Daddy's hand folded gently in her and reaching out to hold me when I had nightmares. You could read quite a story in those callous lines, and years of work and worry had left their mark behind. I remember Daddy's hands, how they held my mama tight and patted my back for something done right. There were things that I had forgotten and I loved about the man, but I'll always remember the love in Daddy's hand. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard and steel when I done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in my daddy's hand. I remember Daddy's hands working till they bled, sacrificed unselfishly to keep us all fed. If I could do things over, I'd live my life again, but I'd never take for granted the love in Daddy's hand. If I could do things over, I'd live my life again and never take for granted the love in my daddy's hand. Woo! Thank you. Woo-hoo. I'm kind of excited about seeing how it's going to turn out tomorrow. I asked the girl, do you sing in key of G? And she said, I don't know. What key is your niece singing? I don't know.
I think they better be listening.
Yeah. So I'm inviting the ones that don't have a home church to go to that want to come out to Faith Building Ministries. Tomorrow you might see something real interesting. This song here, I wrote it before the 4th of July. So it's an original. I read it last night at Friday Poets. But I got to thinking about, you know, and so I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that, but the Department of Housing and Urban Development says that on any given night, there's over 47,000 U.S. veterans that sleep in alleys and dorms and all that. They have nowhere to go, okay? That's over 47,000 a night, any given night, okay? But they talk about bringing all these refugees in and giving them housing and food and all that. So this is kind of my politicals of the 70s statement. I gave you years of my life away from my home. I strapped on a gun for you and become on the road. Defending and killing was what you trained she stole. I'm out in an alley, I'm starving and cold. You set my life aside and put it on hold. I can't believe after all I've done, went through across the sea. All them refugees mean a lot more to you than you think of me. My life seems in vain now, that time was wasted. I can't help but have so much confusion and so much hatred against our government that has truly let me down. As I live in a dirty old alley in the edge of your town. I'm out in an alley, I'm starving and cold. You set my life aside and put it on hold. I can't believe after all I've done and went across the sea. All them refugees mean a lot more than you think of me. Yes, all them refugees mean a lot more than you think of me. I've got one of our regular Tuesday night performers that I asked to come up here and sing a special song. Roddy Berry. Everybody knows Roddy Berry. Me and him went to school together. We had a great time together. We played music here recently together. And gosh, it's great. And so I said, "You got your guitar in the car?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Bring it on." Ladies and gentlemen, Roddy Berry.
All right, we'll plug him in. Plug him in. I'll turn it back on.
Wow.
Ready?
Yeah. Wait, no, let me put get your microphone on. Hands off. Okay. Microphone.
Okay, ready?
Okay. Bring this up a little bit.
Are you saying I'm short?
Wait just a little bit. Not that much. I was sitting there thinking about what I was going to do while he was singing it. I hadn't done this song in years. I bet I hadn't been in the military since, I think it was 1971 when I got out. But do we have anybody in here that's been in the military? Probably heard this song. I was in during the Vietnam era. But a guy come out with this song, very sad. His name. He never went no further. It's the only song he ever had.
Ballad of the Green Beret.
I'm gonna try a little bit of this. It's been a long time. Fighting soldiers from the sky, fearless men who jump and die. In the mean is what they say. Love breathing between the rain. Trained to live off nature's land. Trained in combat, hand in hand. Men who fight by night and day. Courage deep. Back at home, a young white race, the rainbow ray has been his fate. He has died for a lonesome race, leaving her
Jordan. Let's see.
Well, how many of you remember Barry Sadler singing that song back in the 70s? How many have the album? Yeah, that's one I bought too. And like Roger said, I think he did come out with another album, but he didn't really hit it off after that one and all that. But he did a wonderful job, and Roger, you did a wonderful job with that song too. Thank you so much for reminding us of the Green Berets. Our next group has been here 2 or 3 times before. Not recently though. They've been, 1 or 2 of them is tied up in figuring taxes for other people, and one of them is tied up and helping out at the arts center. I mean, you know, all these ladies have a life, and they haven't been able to. You know, we've tried to get them several times since the last time we were here, but for one reason or other, we've never been able to get the right date down with them. They call themselves, I noticed Brenda is wearing the Dulci-Doe. Do you pronounce it Dulci-Doe or Doe? Dulci-Doe. Okay, Dulci-Doe trio. They all play dulcimer.
Get up closer.
Which you know is a kind of an unusual instrument in itself.
Oh yeah, okay. There you go.
They do something that many dulcimer players don't do, and they amplify them so that we can hear them all over the room. And they play together, you know, which is something I've never seen very much of, where you have more than one dulcimer player putting together songs. Now, the songs they play are fairly short, so they're going to do a couple more than most of us are doing here tonight. But this is the Dulci-Doe trio. It's Glynda Whitley. Stick up your hands when I call your name. And we have Glynda Willis, and we have Brenda Morey. And they're about to take the stage. Dulci-Doe trio.
It takes us a few minutes to get set up, so bear with us. But I want to say that we have to respect Linda for being a brave soul. She's been playing less than a year, and she's got the courage to get up here with us and make fools of ourselves. But hopefully won't do that. Hopefully we'll play right for you. Our first song is going to be Just As I Am Without One Plea. And I'm going to try to read a little bit about them because I can't remember everything. Well, aren't we going to do Ruben's Train first? Which is basically, it's in the key of E minor. And we get that by putting a capo on the first fret of our dulcimer. And it's supposed to sound like a train coming down the track and then going back and dying. So let's get wired up and we'll play for you. I will try to remember to turn on my amp this time. And the last time we played the whole set, we couldn't understand why we couldn't hear each other. Because one of us didn't have their amp on. Well, she had it on, she hadn't plugged in.
Can you hear me? Can you guys hear us out there?
I'll never live that down. closer. Can you hear me?
Nope.
Just right there. Now can you hear me? Our next song is Spanish Hymns, and the original hymn was called Come Children Join to Sing, and it came to be the name of Come Christians Join to Sing. It was originally written for children, and it was written by Harry Bagman, who also wrote a number of other children's songs. But Benjamin Carr, a Philadelphia music publisher, put the tune together with Bagman's words, and it's been popular for a long, long time. This one has about 4 parts, but there's only 3 of us, because our 4th partner won't play with us. But anyway, it's got 3 parts, and hopefully we'll play 3 instead of 6 parts. Okay, just listen. I Am Without One Plea. Everybody knows this song, but I don't know if everybody knows the story of this song. It was written by Charlotte Elliott of Brighton, England, and she was born in 1789. She was either born invalid or became invalid early in her life. Nobody knows how that happened. But on the day of a church bazaar, she lay on her sofa, and the previous night she was kept awake with distressful thoughts about her condition and her life, and she just felt useless. And these thoughts came back to her with such force that she felt they must be met and conquered by the grace of God. And so she gathered up all her thoughts, and in her soul, with great certainty, not of her emotions, but of her salvation in her Lord and His power and His promise, she took a pen, put it to paper, and wrote this song. And we have it composed by tab by Todd Laceman. Say yes, even.
Yes, yes.
Because I have to write the speech. Okay, everybody knows Amazing Grace. That's the last one we're going to do. And it was written by John Newton. And I don't know how many of you know his story, but he was a slave trader. And the song came about in 1748 when a violent storm battered his vessel off the coast of Ireland. And it was so severe, the storm was, that he called out to God for mercy and for help. And at that moment, his spiritual conversion pretty much began. But he still was a slave trader for a while. He then started studying Christian theology and became a staunch advocate against slave trading. And with that, we're going to play this song. If you want to sing along with us, please do.
that.
Do what?
Just hold it steady.
Okay.
Make sure you're ready to go now.
What am I going to do?
Just hold it steady.
Okay.
Wow, when you have the three best Dulcimer players in the greater Winsboro area, and they look out at you and say, "Can I do one more song?" I dare anybody to say no. You know, I suspect that when John Newton wrote that song in the 1700s, that when it was done, it was probably done with, if it was done with accompaniment at all, and probably, a lot of times it was probably just sung a cappella, but I suspect that it was done with the accompaniment of something like a dulcimer in that era. So that was very historic, I think. So a wonderful set of dulcimer songs. On your program it says Sonny and Kathy Pennington, but they had a conflict come up unexpectedly and have phoned in their apologies and regrets. And guess what? Roger Berry showed up. And we've had Roger Berry on this stage many times, and he has not only sings wonderfully and plays remarkably on the guitar, but he's written some songs. You know, he wrote one. He grew up in the Cater Hill vicinity back when it was, before they did all of the work to make the hill smaller and all that. He probably remembers, as I do, when that was a very challenging hill to climb. It wasn't paved in any way, and when it was wet, it was dangerous to try to climb that hill. His father was Ernest Berry, who was a fantastic guitar player, and Roger has continued that tradition. And among many things I've heard him do is one of his original songs, Up on Cater Hill, which kind of tells the history of that wonderful era. And also, he probably plays Under the Double Eagle instrumental better than you've ever heard anybody else play it. So I don't know what he's going to do today, because he didn't know he was going to be up here substituting for Sonny and Kathy Pennington. But whatever he does, we're going to be happy to hear it. Thank you, Roger.
Okay, thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to do another song here now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not sure. I may not be able to do it all, but I'll try to do it justice. I think everybody's probably heard it. Right.
Wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and she was born the next of kin. The next of kin.
Okay, let me do a song about that old gal that done that. No. Let's see. Trying to do this. Do 2 songs in a fast, and that'd be. Let's see.
When a man hears a song and walks out in this world, leaves behind all the friends that he's
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do one on road now. I'm not gonna cater this song.
baby lives suitcase in her hand.
Don't worry about that one.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I used to talk about this song. Let's try here's the better song, more cheerful.
steady for me.
Okay, got it.
Roger Berry is one of the few entertainers who can step up unexpected like that and do a great job with both his guitar and his vocals. We thank you so much, Roger, for being here tonight and filling in for Sonny and Kathy Pennington. I'll mention one thing about the pictures and the videos. Some of you may not know that we film all of the music nights at Tinney Chapel, and sometime late in the wee hours of tonight I'll probably get them on YouTube. If not, it'll be very early in the morning, and soon, sometime Sunday, you'll be able to see them on video. If you want to search, go to YouTube and search for the Joe Dan Boyd channel, YouTube channel, then that'll be at the top of the list. If you want to click on the subscribe thing for Joe Dan Boyd's YouTube channel, it means they'll send you an email every time there's a new posting, a new video posted. So if you miss one sometimes or want to relive one, you can go to YouTube and do that. Our next performer has been on numerous times here, as well as many other venues, not just in this area, but he's been on venues far and wide. He is the only musical saw virtuoso that I know who is currently practicing his art. He learned the art from his father, who also was a musical saw virtuoso. Our friend Doc Davis, his father had a band back when Doc was a little tot, 3 or 4 feet high, and he had a musical saw player in that band. So it's an old country tradition, and it's an ancient art form. And long ago, Charles Niswonger went from using the handsaw that would sometimes, if he slipped a little bit, he might cut himself on one of his pinkies or something like that. He started ordering musical saws made just for the art of performance, and they don't have the kind of sharp teeth that are so dangerous. You can play your garage handsaw or your tube shed handsaw, but you might wind up hurting yourself. And he has a couple of musical saws he'll probably tell us about that are from foreign countries that were made in Europe and this sort of thing. And he has baritone, he has tenor, and maybe some other things, I don't know. But he's a remarkable musician, and occasionally he graces us with the vocal. He's got a wonderful voice, and he sings songs that are really in the old sacred tradition that we all love. So here tonight, once again, the musical saw virtuoso, Charles Niswonger.
Just last week I was at a garage sale just out here on highway, whatever that was. Anyway, out towards Doc's house, there was a big garage, had a lot of tools for sale. And I had my saw with me because I had already played that morning at the nursing home. And he had 5 or 6 saws hanging on the wall, $4 each. So I tried them all, and one of them is really good. It's really old too, so I'm anxious to rub the rust off of it and it'll sound even better.
You okay, Charles?
First song is going to be America the Beautiful. Okay, go ahead. next one is a gospel song, which I'm sure you'll recognize. My last song is going to be one that I'll sing. It's called Just Another Hill. It's one by Doyle Lawson. this valley all alone. Then it seemed, I'm sorry, I'm lost. Could you start it over again? This is really a great song. I can't hear the, I can't hear, it sounded to me like it was skipping my,
It was.
that got me lost. Maybe it's not going to work right, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's an old CD. One of those that I'm going to copy of. It worked real good in practice.
Always does. Always does.
Lord, it's just another hill that I'm climbing. Lord, it's just another tear you'll wipe away. If I can just hold on a little longer, I'll be rejoicing in heaven someday. Every storm seems to be a little darker, and every burden seems to weigh a little more, and every river seems to be a little wider. But I know it goes again. Give it up. A little more, and it's empty, the angels helping all around me. Then I know that I'm not far away from home. Lord, it's just another hill that I'm climbing. Lord, it's just another tear you'll wipe away. If I can just hold on a little longer, I'll be rejoicing in heaven someday.
Yeah, I'll try with you one more time just to hold it steady for me.
Yeah. Notice how much it's responsibility.
Just it.
Our closing act, as always, is Pride and Joy of Tinney Chapel. This man has been doing it longer than anybody in Tinney Chapel and doing it better than anybody else has ever done it. He came to Texas from Nebraska and quite a career out there. I think he played on an all-state football team 1 year. Got to Texas, he spent some time in Texas at Boys Ranch over near Amarillo. Got a wonderful, colorful history. If you can get him to sit down long enough to tell you about it, it's really interesting. And he's a long, tall drink of water, tallest guy, and always the tallest guy in the room, except maybe for Dan. I think maybe Dan would be a little taller than him. But at any rate, this guy started the tradition of a picker singer and worship and in events like this at Tinney Chapel. 1 year we had a pastor here named Carl Sterling who formed a group of pickers and singers in Tinney Chapel, called us the Troubadours. And since that time, we've been calling George the original Tinney Chapel Troubadour. And he will, when he finishes his set, he will immediately call up here to the stage everybody who has performed and come up on stage and join him in singing Will the Circle Be Unbroken. Bring your instrument if you can. With the congregation, also stand at that time, and we'll all conclude after George finishes his set and do Will the Circle Be Unbroken. I give you the original Tinney Chapel troubadour, George Jordan.
I got a Light Crust CD a while back, and I think it's some of his last recordings, and there was a song that I really liked, and I'm trying to do it for you. Sometimes I think that love is something laying on all alone. I can see it in the darkness, I can feel it in the distance, then it's gone. And I know that it's time for me to go and find my favorite girl. 'Cause when I look into her eyes, I see all the wonder is in all the world. And it always will be, and it always will be, oh, it always will be, it always will be. There's something that I think about every time I do embrace my heart. And there's nothing I can do about this loneliness I feel when we're apart. And I stop and curse the darkness and the distance, and then I see your face, I see. And when I look into your eyes, I see all the love there is inside of me. And always will be, and always will be, and always will be, it always will be. Excuse me, I got a frog. And it always will be, and it always will be, and it always will be, it always will be. Thank you very much. Next song is called The Healing. I wrote it a long time ago. And it's in A minor.
That's your second favorite.
Yeah, called The Healing. They were blind and they were lame, but they had no shame, for they came to be healed by this man with the touch of his hand. Yes, they came from far, came from near, just so they could do what he said. He was like the shining lights in
They were young, they were old, they were meek, but they were old, but they came. There was a new wind in the air, there was someone who cared, yes they came. They saw wonders he had done, this must be the one, so they came. He was like a shining light in the dark. Jesus, Jesus, healer of the body and mind. Jesus, Jesus, you're the one we all define. In our time, we're like on the road to Jerusalem, looking for the land. Here be something to behold, I hear throughout the land. He made the lame to walk again, the blind man to see. I'm on the road to Jerusalem, so come along with me. Jesus, you are my body and mind. Jesus, Jesus, you're the one we all find. In our time, you're the one we all find. In our time.
Yes.
We're going to get Roger to come up here and help me on this last one. Sort of one waste that talent.
Hey, Roger. Roger, is that an Ovation guitar? Or what? Is that an Ovation? Yes, sir. It's really interesting.
A hanging band never ran.
There's a reason for the sun in the sky, and there's a reason why I'm feeling so high. It must be the season when my light shines all around us. So let that feeling right here deep inside and set you reading. Oh, where you look and hide and think you're stealing. Lord, and I hear the Lord. Oh, let your love flow like a mountain stream. Let your love roll with the smallest dream, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, what I say. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing. And let your love light all live and fade. And let your love shine. And you know what I mean, well, that's the reason. sun embrace and feel the thunder as it warms your face again back. Oh, let your love flow like the mountain stream, let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, let your love show. And you know what I mean, bullets to see. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, let your love fly too. All living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, well, that's the reason. Yes, let your love flow like a mountain stream, let your love grow with the smallest of dreams, and let your love show. And you know what I mean, well, that's the season. And let your love fly like a bird on a wing, and let your love fly too. All living things, and let your love shine. And you know what I mean, well, that's the reason. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody want to come up here and do,
Will the circle be unbroken?
circle?
All the musicians, with or without your instruments, come up and George will lead us. Congregation, stand while we sing this song.
Everybody ready? You know the song? Okay. I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day when I heard those first wheels rolling. They were taking my mother away. Like the circle being broken, oh, by and by, there's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I said to that undertaker, oh, undertaker, please drive slow. You see, that's my dear old mother, and I sure hate to see her go. Oh, will the circle be unbroken by and by? Well, there's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Y'all come back now. Charles, is that the garage sale song?
No. This is the one made in France. Yeah, Berets.
I'm sorry.
Behind you there.